The reason we're in this situation is because of Hamas. Over the last 15 plus years, there have been at least 8 ceasefires, each time violated by Hamas. On October 7th, they indiscriminately murdered, savagely, women, children, and babies. From my perspective, Israel not only has a right to defend itself, it has a right to exist. Hamas does not believe in that right. And so, obviously, in war, there is devastation. And you try as best you can, as we have, when we are at war, to minimize the civilian casualties, to minimize the loss of innocent life. But I think what is important for people to remember and to recognize is that Hamas is putting innocent Palestinians in harm's way. They continue to operate out of hospitals, out of schools, and continue to use innocent Palestinians as human shields. There is always going to be mistakes and travesties in war. And obviously, I think Israel, to the best that it can, is trying to minimize that. But I think what needs to be abundantly clear to everyone is that the fastest way for a ceasefire to occur is for Hamas to surrender and to release the hostages. In the absence of releasing the hostages, I don't know how you could possibly have a ceasefire. And I think the administration needs to be very clear in its position on that. I also think the administration needs to put more pressure on the Qatari government to help get a deal done. As the families pointed out here, these negotiations have been long going, 6 months. And a lot of time has been spent saying that we're close to a deal. There needs to be a deal that includes the release of the hostages, period. And as the humanitarian efforts are underway to help innocent civilians in Gaza, those hostages must be released.